Your person can no longer deny the deep and undeniable feelings they've developed for you, feelings that have taken root slowly yet powerfully, weaving themselves into their thoughts, their emotions, and even the way they move through their days. What began as the faintest spark of casual interest has evolved into something far more intense, something they never expected to feel. At first, they tried to dismiss the curiosity they felt when you entered a room, the way their eyes searched for you without permission, or the way their heart reacted whenever you spoke. But the more they tried to ignore it, the stronger it became, growing into a pull so magnetic that they can hardly resist it now. They find themselves constantly drawn to you, as if an invisible force has wrapped itself around their heart and is steadily pulling them closer. This pull has grown so potent that it borders on obsession, though they would never openly admit that word, not even to themselves. Still, the truth lingers beneath their thoughts. They watch you without meaning to, think about you when they should be focused on other things, and imagine scenarios where you're alone together, free from distractions, free from the world. In the quiet moments, when their guard is down and their mind wanders, they can almost hear the whisper of a possessive thought drifting through them, all mine. It startles them every time, yet it feels undeniably real. Every stolen glance, every fleeting brush of energy between you, only amplifies their desire and deepens their emotional attachment. It's as though the more they try to control it, the faster it multiplies, spreading through them like warmth they can't contain. This growing attraction has stirred something raw and powerful within them, something they can't suppress anymore. The magnetic pull they feel toward you has become impossible to ignore, and for the first time, they are ready, truly ready, to explore where these emotions may lead. They've spent so long trying to fight the intensity, attempting to logic their way out of what they were feeling, but their resistance has finally broken. What once felt like a confusing tangle of emotions now feels unmistakably clear. What they feel for you is love. This realization hits them particularly hard because of the person they've always been. For so long, they lived as though freedom was the only thing that mattered. Commitment, to them, felt like confinement. They thrived on keeping things light, easy, and without any emotional weight. Many people even saw them as a player, someone who drifted from connection to connection without establishing anything real or lasting. They never stayed in one place too long, emotionally or romantically. This was their comfort zone, their natural rhythm. They moved through life with emotional walls so high and so solid that most people never got close enough to even attempt to climb them. Relationships, when they entertained them at all, were simple arrangements built on convenience rather than emotional depth. When someone tried to get closer, they pulled away. When someone offered them genuine affection, they slipped out of reach. Even when they did find themselves in something that could resemble a relationship, they appeared distant, aloof, and often unengaged, like they were present physically but absent in every other way. It wasn't that they didn't care. It was that they were afraid of caring too deeply. Afraid of someone seeing past the mask they had carefully crafted, the mask of someone who was always cool, always in control, always unaffected. Vulnerability was something they avoided at all costs. It made them uneasy, exposed, and unsteady. So they perfected the art of detachment. They kept their emotions tucked away, buried beneath layers of practiced indifference. Love, genuine love, was something almost foreign to them. The idea of letting someone close enough to unlock their heart felt dangerous, perhaps even impossible. Their heart had become a locked room, one they rarely entered themselves, let alone allowed anyone else to approach. But then you appeared in their life, and everything, absolutely everything, shifted. Meeting you was nothing short of a revelation. It was like a sudden jolt of clarity, an awakening that pierced through all their walls, all their habits, and all their defenses. From the moment they experienced your presence, something deep within them stirred, something they didn't even recognize at first. You brought a warmth they weren't prepared for, a softness that disarmed them, and a sense of familiarity that felt strange yet comforting. Around you, their carefully constructed walls didn't just crack, they crumbled. They found themselves opening up in ways they had never done before, sharing pieces of themselves they usually kept hidden. You elicited emotions in them they didn't know they were capable of feeling, emotions that ran deeper, richer, and more powerful than anything they had ever allowed themselves to experience. Your presence illuminated parts of their heart they thought were long gone or perhaps never existed in the first place. With you, they felt seen, not the version of themselves they projected to the world, but the real version beneath everything. This frightened them at first. They weren't used to being known so deeply. But it also fascinated them, because instead of running from the vulnerability, they found themselves wanting to stay, wanting to understand it, wanting to embrace it. You made them rethink everything they believed about connection, intimacy, and love. The transformation they feel within themselves is undeniable. The person who once ran from emotional attachment is now drawn toward it, drawn toward you. The person who once thrived on independence now craves the idea of closeness with you. The one who avoided commitment now feels a longing to build something lasting. You've changed the rhythm of their heart, the direction of their thoughts, and the landscape of their future. They never expected someone like you to enter their life and awaken so much within them. Yet now, standing before the depth of their feelings, they realize that what they feel isn't just attraction. It isn't fleeting interest. It's love, real, powerful, transformative love. And for the first time in their life, they are not afraid of it. They are ready to surrender to it, ready to step into something meaningful, ready to let you see every part of them they once kept hidden. You've become the exception to every rule they once lived by, and they wouldn't change that for anything. My dear, I love you more deeply than I can ever fully express. From the very first moment our paths crossed, something inside me felt free, light, and unburdened, as if your presence had quietly unlocked a part of me that had long been waiting to breathe. Ever since that day, you have brought a beautiful sense of happiness and peace into my life. You've been nothing less than a positive guiding force, someone who has taught me more about myself, about love, and about life than I ever imagined a single person could. You have encouraged me, shaped me, and helped me grow into a better version of myself without ever forcing anything on me. The gentleness with which you love, the kindness you carry, and the beauty of your heart have touched me in ways that words only attempt to capture. When I rest my head in your lap, I feel as though the world slows down, all noise fades away, and I am wrapped in the safest comfort I've ever known. You are, in every sense, my safe place, my peace, my anchor, my home in a world that is constantly shifting and changing. From the day I first met you, a quiet certainty settled in my heart. I knew, without understanding how, that you were meant to be part of my life. I knew you were someone I could trust completely, someone who carried truth, warmth, and sincerity in every small thing you did. With you, life feels softer, calmer, and more meaningful. You make everything beautiful simply by being in it. I still remember the first time I saw you as if it were a scene carved into my memory forever. I remember how my eyes lingered on you, how the rest of the world seemed to fade into a blur. For a moment, I forgot where I was or what I had been thinking about. All I knew was that I wanted to know you, to speak to you, to understand this magnetic pull I felt toward you. Something about you felt different, familiar yet new, comforting yet exciting, delicate yet incredibly strong. And from that moment, everything in me wanted to learn who you truly were. With time, you have proven me right again and again. You showed me not only who you are, but also who I could become. You've demonstrated through your actions, your words, and the way you love that no one could ever be a better partner for me. Whenever we talk, even about the smallest things, I feel a wave of relief wash over me. It's as if simply hearing your voice or reading your words resets something inside me, giving me strength, clarity, and peace. You bring out a sense of courage in me that I never knew I possessed. With you by my side, I feel I can stand against anything. You inspire me to stand up for myself, to protect my happiness, and to value who I am. Before you came into my life, I didn't always realize how much of myself I was allowing others to take. I let people walk over me in ways I thought I had to tolerate. I gave too much and expected nothing in return, believing that kindness required silence. But you changed that. You taught me that my happiness matters, that my voice matters, and that my boundaries deserve respect. You helped me see my own worth, not by pointing out my flaws, but by highlighting my strengths. Because of you, I've grown more aware, more confident, and more willing to care for myself. Being with you has brought out parts of me that spent years hidden or ignored. You have helped me transform in the most beautiful way. You changed my life completely, not just by being in it, but by showing me what love can look like when it is gentle, patient, honest, and true. With you, I no longer fear change. I no longer worry about the unknown or feel lost in the uncertainty of life. Your presence itself is a reassurance, a reminder that whatever life brings, I don't have to face it alone. You are a remarkable person, strong, kind, thoughtful, intelligent, and beautiful in every possible way. Your heart is enormous, capable of holding love, compassion, and understanding that many people spend lifetimes searching for. I feel blessed beyond measure to be someone you've allowed into that heart. Sometimes I cannot believe how lucky I am to have you. Every moment spent with you, whether we are talking deeply, laughing, sitting quietly, or simply breathing the same air, feels precious to me. Time with you never feels wasted or dull, it feels like a gift. I often find myself wishing that the moments we share could stretch on just a little longer, because being near you brings a sense of peace I rarely feel anywhere else. I pray that God keeps me close to you for as long as my life continues, that He allows me to walk beside you, love you, support you, and cherish you for all the days granted to me. With you, I feel safe. I feel understood. I feel loved in a way that softens my heart and strengthens my spirit at the same time. You make life feel brighter, calmer, and more meaningful. When you hold my hand, it's as if the entire world settles into place. When you guide me, I feel protected and loved. When you smile at me, the entire day becomes better. You bring peace to my chaos, clarity to my doubts, and warmth to the cold parts of my life. I love you with a love that is steady, deep, and genuine. I love you for who you are, for who you helped me become, and for everything we have shared and will continue to share. Being with you is not just a blessing, it is a privilege. You are my heart's home, the one place where I can rest without fear. Life feels beautiful when you are with me, and as long as I have you, I feel like I have everything I need.